Girl, Jamie Foxx is finally ready to speak about his supposed medical emergency last year. And he is naming every single person who was involved in the situation. And Diddy is at the very top of the list. Jamie Foxx was rushed to the hospital last year while he was filming a movie Back in Action in Atlanta. And the situation was really bad for a couple of months because we didn't know what was wrong. Well, Jamie is now speaking up and claiming that Diddy allegedly poisoned him and tried to take him out to protect the real truth about his freak-offs. According to Jamie, he had first-hand tea about Diddy's parties and the shady things that happened at the parties. And Diddy was allegedly worried that Jamie would slip up and expose him. So he allegedly tried to have him silenced. And get this, Jamie is claiming that he is not the first person that Diddy has done this to because Diddy has allegedly been trying to silence people since the 90s. Girl, Jamie just didn't bring the tea, he brought the entire tea set. And he is determined to expose Diddy once and for all. But why is he finally speaking up now? And is he really making plans to sue Diddy? Let's break this down. Okay, so I don't know about y'all, but Jamie Foxx naming Diddy and exposing him as the person who allegedly poisoned him and tried to take him out last year was not on my bingo card. Honey, I know that we all had our conspiracy theories about Jamie, from how the industry was allegedly trying to replace black men to how he was getting cloned and everything in betwixt and between. But him coming out to reveal that he was allegedly poisoned by Diddy is a major plot twist that nobody could have seen coming. For those who don't remember the story and how it played out, Jamie Foxx was rushed to the hospital in April of last year when he suddenly suffered a medical emergency while shooting the movie Back in Action with Cameron Diaz in Atlanta. There were a lot of speculations about what could have happened to him, and the rumors got stronger when his family went above and beyond to keep the details of his health a secret. I know that Jamie is a private guy, but this whole secrecy thing was way over the top, and it had people talking about how there was more to the story than we knew. His daughter Corinne eventually came out to release a statement on behalf of the family that read, "From the Foxx family. We wanted to share that my father, Jamie Foxx, experienced a medical complication yesterday. Luckily, due to quick action and great care, he is already on his way to recovery. We know how beloved he is and appreciate your prayers. The family asks for privacy during this time." Well, the situation continued to get weirder and weirder with all the conflicting stories that hit the media from the family and other news sources. For example, several celebrities started talking about the issue, like they knew that something sinister was up and that Jamie was the victim of an attack and not a medical emergency like his family was claiming. For example, Steve Harvey said, "I don't even know what really happened, man. I was just stunned because Jamie's fit. This dude, he don't do nothing, man. This dude is fit. So I was concerned, man. So I hope everything works out. I'm pretty sure it will." I know he don't sound like that. Leave me alone. Martin Lawrence also said, I wish him the best. He's in my prayers every night. He's not only one of our best entertainers we have out here, but he's a great person and he's a genuine person. So please pray for him. Nia Long also tweeted, "My heart is heavy this morning, praying for our brother Jamie Foxx. My love and prayers run deep for you and your loved ones. Hashtag pray for Jamie Foxx." One thing that Steve, Martin, and Nia have in common is that they aren't known for being clout chasers. So if they were concerned that someone had done something to Jamie, then you know that they had heard something to make them think that. But that's not all, because according to some other reports, Jamie himself told the police that somebody in the industry was trying to. A source said, "Jamie Foxx told the cops somebody is trying to." I'm telling you, man, it's like they have a timer of these celebs' lives. I believe them. This is where things started to get shady, because why on earth did the family get the police involved if it was a simple medical emergency? Yeah, the math wasn't mathing on that one. And this is where fans started to speculate on whether there was something seriously shady going on that was way worse than what we suspected. This was when some sources started to claim that Diddy was allegedly the brain behind what was happening to Jamie. I'm not gonna lie, it was wild that people thought that Diddy could be behind that. It was one thing for him to be on the DL and have crazy parties and all that, but Diddy trying to take out a big name celeb like Jamie Foxx was just insane. Keep in mind that this was before Cassie's lawsuit and those other lawsuits that exposed Diddy for being shady AF. So all we knew about Diddy at the time was that he was rumored to be on the DL and had allegedly had affairs with some younger rappers in the industry. But Cassie's lawsuit showed us a whole different side to Diddy, and it suddenly made sense that there had been rumors about Diddy behind Jamie Foxx's situation. In her lawsuit, Cassie spoke about how Diddy often went out of his way to unalive his ops and take them out permanently. Quote, "For example, on one occasion when Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura were using together in his home, one of his security staff barged in and announced that Suge Knight, a longtime rival of Mr. Combs, was spotted at Mel's Drive-In Diner in Los Angeles. Mr. Combs began to get dressed, retrieved multiple from a safe, and ran out of his home to where he believed Mr. Knight was dining. She also claimed that Diddy allegedly tried to unalive Kid Cudi because he found out that Cassie had been dating Kid Cudi after she left him. Quote, in February 2012, during Paris Fashion Week, Mr. Combs told Miss Ventura that he was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car and that he wanted to ensure that Kid Cudi was home with his friends when it happened. Around that time, Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. This opened our eyes to what was really going on behind the scenes, and it kind of lent credibility to what people have been saying about Diddy. But now that Jamie Foxx is coming out to talk about what really happened to him and how Diddy was allegedly behind it, well, let's just say that we were shook by the revelations that Jamie made. At this point, you probably already know all about Diddy and his wild parties because they have been in the media for the past couple of months now. Diddy and his parties are legendary, but it wasn't until the lawsuits dropped that we knew the true extent of the insanity that went down at those parties. Cassie and Lil Rod spoke about freak-offs and how Diddy allegedly had a lot of debauchery going on at the parties. They both claimed that Diddy loved to record the insanity that happened at the parties and that there was always a camera recording everything that was going on. Well, Jamie just revealed that it was these parties that got him on Diddy's bad side because Diddy put him in charge of recording the events at one of the parties, and Jamie just couldn't keep his mouth shut. Just before Jamie suffered his supposed medical emergency, he revealed that he had attended many parties that had been thrown by Diddy and that Diddy once made him the cameraman. He went on to claim that he had some supposed tea on Diddy and the events at the parties and hinted that he was going to expose Diddy and spill all his secrets.
Puff is the biggest guy in the world. You know, you couldn't even get in this party. So the way I would get in this party is I show up with a camera.
Puff, yo, you gotta let me film this, the whole thing. We need to document this, Playboy.
Well, Diddy clearly couldn't let that happen. And according to Jamie, that's why Diddy allegedly tried to take him out by poisoning him, allegedly. It also explains why his family went above and beyond to keep the true nature of his illness secret, because the last thing they needed was for Diddy to make another attempt. But that's not all, because according to Jamie, Diddy allegedly had a habit of going after people who tried to expose him or turn down his propositions, and allegedly rapper Mase was one of the victims. For those who don't know, Mase used to be signed to Bad Boy Records, and he actually did quite well at the label, achieving multiple platinum certified singles. He was doing quite well until he suddenly decided to quit rap and become a pastor. While he hasn't spoken much about this over the years, he has hinted that his decision had to do with him witnessing some seriously shady things around Diddy that just didn't sit right with his soul, and he felt like he needed to get right with the Lord. But his departure from Bad Boy Records wasn't that smooth because Diddy became very vindictive toward Mase. Diddy allegedly spread rumors about Mase that made him look very bad, and even went above and beyond to get him blacklisted. Don't even get me started on how he would go on talk shows to talk smack about Mase.
You know, the Mase thing, you know, I did one album with Mase. One album. How much money do you think I owe this guy? One album? And then he became a fake pastor and went and conned people.
According to Jamie, this wasn't about the money, but about Diddy being salty at Mase for allegedly turning down his propositions. But Jamie also claimed that Mase was lucky enough to get off without any lasting or major damage, unlike him, who landed in the hospital. This situation is low-key wild, cause y'all know that Jamie is not the type to make up stories. And this is what fans had to say. Jamie Foxx said Diddy was gay and did freak stuff at their mansion parties. Now all of a sudden he in a hospital about to die? In my Dr. Umar voice, you don't find that suspicious? Jamie Foxx really tried to expose Diddy, and days later he's extremely sick in the hospital. That ain't suspicious? And damn, Diddy effed over Jamie Foxx? It's always some weird things going on in the industry. But do you guys believe Jamie's story about Diddy trying to take him out? Or do you think that the conspiracy theories have gotten to him? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and then check out this next video.